In the West, our cultural context focuses upon the supremacy of the individual. We laud rugged individualisms and prize personal freedoms and individual accomplishments. But not all cultures thought this way. The Bible comes out of an ancient Near Eastern context, where the focus is on a family unit known as the clan. And this is what we're going to be talking about on this episode of Ancient Egypt and the Bible. The Old Testament is perhaps best known for its tribes, particularly the 12 tribes of Jacob. Each tribe represents the descendants of each of Jacob's 12 sons who entered into Egypt. But there is a family group that is actually more commonly referenced than the tribes. These are the clans. Now, a clan is defined as an extended family group composed of 4 living generations. Each tribe is made up of many clans, and in turn, a clan is made up of many nuclear families. In a clan-based society, one has both a tribal and a clan affiliation, but one cannot be affiliated with more than one tribe or more than one clan. A clan is born when a progenitor establishes his family as a new clan. Progenitors are often great kings, nobles, or warriors of renown. Each clan is led by a hereditary clan chief or patriarch, which is or was directly descendant from the original progenitor. And clan membership is typically passed down the father's line. Within a clan, there is usually a main family, but there's also alongside of it many branch families. So you have this sort of complex structure that makes a family much more extended in a clan sort of situation. Now, we have to understand that this can often be very difficult for North Americans to imagine. But we also have to understand that Israel was not the only nation to have a clan system. Scotland and Ireland also have clan systems that have similarities which are very reminiscent to what had been used in Israel. Several of these family groups have retained their identity for over 900 years. For example, Clan Donald of Scotland is over 900 years old. And future clan leaders are often recognized as being in the line of succession of the main family, and as such are often named after the clan's progenitor. This is why you often get clan leaders who are named, say, for example, Donald MacDonald, for example. It's that sort of that repetition of the progenitor's name. Now, clans differ from tribes in a number of ways. First of all, tribes are much larger. They are made of many clans. But clans are also governed by a hereditary chief who also acts as a tribal elder. Clans can also call on its members to pick up arms and defend the clan or to go to war. The clan chief also has the power to settle disputes. Now, tribes, on the other hand, did not always have a leader. And tribes did not usually appoint a leader except during a time of crisis. And even then, tribal leaders only had their power provisionally, and it was very, very limited power. I mean, for example, a tribal leader did not have the power to call a clan to arms. The clan leader had to actually agree with the tribal leader. So the way that sort of clan politics and tribal politics works here is, when, let's say, for example, when the tribe of Reuben was called upon to go to war against Hatzor, the king of Hatzor, they dithered. Essentially, the clan leaders came together and sort of argued amongst themselves whether or not to go to war. There was no unity of purpose here. And that can happen in tribal politics because the tribal leader doesn't have the power to make clans go to war if they don't want to go to war. All the power in the tribal structure rests with the clan leaders. So essentially, the purpose of a clan is to protect the family, both the main family as well as its branch families. Now, when a clan dies, essentially, it can happen under several circumstances, and clans don't last forever. Family groups don't last forever. Families, come and go. Clans come and go. Even tribes come and go. Clans are more susceptible to this than, say, tribes. But tribes are born, they have their existence, and they do die. And clans can die for, say, the reason that there's no suitable hereditary chief from the main family to take over. Another reason a clan can sort of cease is that a branch family becomes too far removed from the main family. Or a branch family establishes itself with an important new progenitor. Under these circumstances, the clan divides to become 2 or more clans. It's a bit like an amoeba, who, instead of dying, splits into 2 new organisms. And we see an example of this in the book of Genesis. Genesis 12, to be precise. For example, when Terah, Abraham's father, died, the immediate successor was not apparent. And Abraham wasn't the oldest son. But he became an important new progenitor. So what happened with Terah's clan was it divided to become Abraham's clan and Nahor's clan. So there was 2 clans that formed out of the death of Abraham's father. Now, there are several places in the Bible where passages make more sense when interpreted through a lens of clan-based culture. One such example is Judges 17:7, and it reads, quote, "Now there was a young man from Bethlehem in Judah, of the family of Judah, who was a Levite, and he was staying there." End quote. Okay, now, in this passage, it would be very easy to confuse this young man as having 2 tribal affiliations, one with the tribe of Levi and the other with the tribe of Judah. And the passage explicitly uses the ethnonym for the tribe of Levi. So, the fact that he was affiliated with the tribe of Levi is not really contested. But the question is, was he also affiliated with the tribe of Judah? And the name Judah is recognized as one of the sons of Jacob, as being a progenitor of one of the 12 tribes. Now, the problem here actually arises from the, quote, family of Judah, end quote. The problem is, English Bibles typically translate mishpaket as family, but it really means clan. This changes the identification of this young man. He was from the tribe of Levi, but from the clan, not the tribe of Judah. Knowing clan politics here makes sense of this particular passage. And even difficult passages, such as the genealogies in Genesis 5 and 11, become clearer by understanding them through the lens of clan culture. Understanding these generations as the lifespans of clans, one can easily see how each individual has such long lifespans, because the long lifespan was actually the duration of the clan identity. Interestingly enough, in its context, the Bible seems to seldom talk about the nuclear family, and has most of its emphasis upon the clans. So the takeaway for the modern Bible reader is, when you read, quote, family in your English Bible, you can figure most of the time that it is actually referring to a clan. Anyway, I hope you found that interesting and educational. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time on Ancient Egypt and the Bible.